Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. This will be the first video with a face cam, so hey, that's a cool thing. But in this video we're going to be trying out the Sea of Thieves. That's what it's called, the Sea of Thieves beta. The scale test is currently live for those that are part of the Xbox Insider Hub, so we're going to test it out. I will say I have played this beta quite a bit. I played it with my brother and my cousin, so I've had a three-man crew together. But they're kind of on the sillier side, and you know, like to play music and all that stuff. So I decided for the reaction, kind of like the showcase of the beta, that I would just do it by myself. With that being said, you probably should play this game with some friends. It is meant to be a co-op game, but I'm riding solo. Okay, we finally loaded in, finally, and so here's this is like the spawn area. It's a tavern. It's just a tavern. You can get drunk here. You can talk to the tavern keeper, who's usually a nice lady. And where are we? Okay, so for the beta, or the scale test, this is who you talk to to get your voyages. You talk to, it's usually someone, the hoarder is usually how it goes. I already have a voyage on me, so we're just gonna. Well, that was weird. We're just gonna go onto our ship and get this voyage started. Okay, so there's two ships. There's a sloop and then there's the galleon. Okay, since I'm by myself, I chose the smaller ship since I can kind of maintain everything. If I just have to be quick about it. And this is the table where you would propose voyages, which you just put it on there, you vote for it, then you start it. And when you propose a voyage, you will usually get a treasure map, like this one. So this is just like, this is the map. The X is where the treasure's buried. We just need to go there and get the treasure. Pretty simple, right? But now, how do we know which island it is? How do we know? I can hear you ask, like, but Moon, what island do I go to? Well, that's the fun part, is you just get on your map and you look for it. Okay, so found it. It took me surprisingly long because the map is huge. It's right here. It's Rock Isle. So we will need to just sail pretty much south. And how we sail is pretty simple. You just you raise your anchor, of course, and then you raise your sails, and that should get you moving forward. And a large part of this is navigation and just sailing in general, so this should be interesting. So which way are we pointing? We will need to turn left. I'm not a captain, so I don't know I don't know what starboard or port side. I can't remember which side is which. So I'm just gonna use cardinal directions since it's a lot easier on me. So we need to head south. Rock Isle, we have arrived. So that didn't take us too long. So since we were relatively close. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the sail here so we can kind of slow down, and then I'm going to release the anchor. That should stop us. You know what? Close enough. I don't mind a little bit of a swim personally. I like to get my feet wet, but what we can do is we can pop up the map. And the X is on that side right next to a rock, so what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom in. And so we're on the wrong side, so we're going to have to run all the way to the other end of the island, but it won't be that bad. And then you pop out your shovel. Apparently it's supposed to be over here somewhere. Oh, found it. First go. You just keep using your shovel, to open it, and eventually you will uncover it. You'll dig it out. Sometimes when you go to these islands, skeletons will spawn, like skeletal warriors will spawn, and you just use your guns or your swords and you just shoot them and kill them. But when you have the chest, you can't sprint, so you do kind of move a little slow. Let's see, there's really nothing here. Kind of a small island, not really interesting. But we did get our loot, so that's a plus. And the slow swimming. Then once you get your loot on board, you just basically just plop her down in your hole, just keep her there. And here's the armory. What I'm gonna do is, I like the sniper, so I'm gonna switch out this. There we go. To switch between weapons, you just tap Y and it will switch. And now we can get back on the road. So I need to head north, which, of course, I'm going to raise the anchor. Oh, I probably should have raised the sails first. I'm going to raise the anchor, drop the sails, then head north. Now usually, if you have friends, you'd be talking to your friends, someone would be navigating, maybe someone would be up on the crow's nest, and then like someone would man the cannons. I know for the galleon, though, that's like the big, huge ship, you can have a lot more people do a lot of different things, there's just more stuff to do. But since we're playing solo, we're just gonna float over there. Also, you can play instruments and stuff as well. Okay, we're gonna raise the sails, purely so I can check the map and make sure we're not like... Are we floating? Oh yes we are. We are floating steadily toward the harbor. Which I'll drop the anchor to stop us. But storms can make navigation pretty freaking difficult. Especially since I don't know this outpost very well. So... let's just flow, let's just drift in. You know what, we can lower this a little bit. There we go, look how perfect this parking job was. In the middle of a storm, where I couldn't see anything. Let's go. So look, our hull is kind of watery from the storm, so we can just take our bucket, scoop it up, and then just truck it overboard. Get it out of here. Then of course, to get our money, to get our reward, what we're gonna do is we're going to pick up the chest. Is there a hole anywhere? No hole. I don't see one. I think it's just the rain. But of course, to get our reward, what we do is we take the chest and we take it back to that guy in the tent that we saw. Here, there we go. And we turned in. We get our money at 227 gold. You talk to him again, and you basically get the same quest, which is just go to island, dig up treasure, bring treasure back to me. Sometimes you'll have 2 maps. I haven't had any occurrences where I had more than 2 maps. You'll just have 1 or 2 maps. Go to those islands, pick up the chest, you return it, and you get your money. That's about it. Now I want to show you the various shops. Here is this. Which one is this? Ah, tools. Like I said, you don't get better tools, you get better looking tools. Like here's like the rat lantern. Here's like the admiral lantern. Like they do the same thing. They have the same stats. They just look purely cooler. That's really the only difference when it comes to new equipment. Same for clothes. Clothes that doesn't give you any extra protection, doesn't give you extra armor, or new swords don't do any damage. It's just purely cosmetic, which some of you will like, some of you won't. Personally, I'm fine either way. But like here, how much gold we have? 366 gold. We cannot buy. Can we buy the pants yet? No, we cannot. Can't buy the gloves though, so I'll buy the admiral gloves. Right here. Then you can interact with these boxes right outside of any vendors, and you can just here, let me take off my hat. You can just change your appearance and stuff here. I don't have gloves on. There we go. So that's the Sea of Thieves beta. So now the pros. I love the art style of the game. I love animated styles like this very, 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 very much. Like, to me, all this looks beautiful. Also, this is some really weird mood lighting. Oops. But I love the art style very much. The ship controls feel good once you get used to them, because if you compare it to like the sailing in like GTA or something like that, it's very, very different, and especially if you compare it to any driving games, you just have to kind of get used to how the ship moves on the water, and the water looks beautiful. It's such good water effects. It's really something. Now the cons. We didn't find any skeletons, but the combat is simple. It's basically pull out your sword and you hack at stuff. There's a charge lunge attack you can do. But other than that, you just slash and you kill whatever in front of you. Guns are the same thing. You have a blunderbuss, which is your shotgun, just get close to stuff. You have your pistol, which gets kind of like mid-range, kind of close range, just shoot stuff. You got your sniper rifle, which is very, long range. You can snipe people. There is bullet drop, which I appreciate as a sniper fan in pretty much any game. Like I main recon in Battlefield 4 or Scout. Is that what it's called in Battlefield 1? Yeah, Scout. I like sniper classes. I have just nailed people on sniping and stuff like that. The game's kind of repetitive, like those quests. Now this is the beta, so this isn't all the content in the game. This isn't all the content that's going to be out when it releases. But for the beta, you just do that mission over and over again. You go here, get treasure, go back. Go here, get treasure, go back. Go here, get treasure, go back. And it's kind of just repetitive in the same loop. Now, the real appeal of this game is going to come from the social interactions, the interactions you have with other players. Such as, like, you can just pass other players on your ship, like, oh, hey, what's up, oh, hey, what's up, and just go your separate ways, don't really mess with each other. But then again, you can attack other players, you can board their ships, steal their treasure, and turn it in as your own and make money for it. You can sink other people's ships, stuff like that. That's where the fun of this game is going to come from. Not just, like, playing it by yourself. Playing it by yourself is a bad idea, and I don't recommend it. But I have played with friends and stuff like that, and even then I still found the game repetitive and just kind of boring. It just really depends on what type of person you are. Like, if you love DayZ, games like that where the gameplay is kind of repetitive, kind of but like it's about those social interactions, like meeting different people, interacting with them, talking to them, making friends, making allies, making enemies, stuff like that, you're going to love this game. You're going to have a blast. It's going to be probably a pretty high game up there for you. But for those who really don't like interacting with people on the internet, like the only time I interact with people is on MMOs when I kind of have to. Like, I don't really like DayZ because I don't like the social interaction. I don't like any of that stuff. So for me, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna enjoy this game. I'm not gonna like it. But if you're a social player, if you like getting out there, and if you like making your own adventures with your friends, you'll love this game. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's some pros. That's some cons. And that's the beta, the scale test. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. I want to hear from you all. Will you be buying this game? What do you think of the beta? Have you played it? And do you think this game is going to be a success, or do you think it's going to be one of those hyped games that are like played right here when it releases and then just take a nosedive in player count? I don't know, so let me know down in the comments below. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, let me know how my face cam placement was. Like, this is the first actual gameplay video with a face cam, so let me know, like, if you like the placement, if you like, my background, which I don't really have a good place to set everything up, so I kind of just put my pop figures as decoration over here, which is being blocked by my mic. But yeah, let me know all that stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.